Good morning students, my name is Akash Tiwari and I welcome you all in today's class. Today we are going to start our new chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life. Before starting the chapter, I want to give you the introduction regarding the chapter. First of all, you all have studied cell in class 8. What is the cell? What were the organelles, different type of cells, multicellular, unicellular, the organelles. You have studied about it, the nucleus, protoplasm, etc. You might be knowing something about it. Here we are going to discuss everything in detail. But before starting the chapter, let me give you the introduction that from where this word cell arrived. So, let's see, Robert Hooke, a scientist named Robert Hooke, in 1665 he observed the cork that is bark of the oak tree. He observed the bark of the oak tree under the microscope and he observed a honeycomb-like structure. What is honeycomb-like structure? When you see beehives, you have observed there that some rhombus type, square type structure is being there. So that is continuous structure is being there. So this continuous structure is called honeycomb-like structure, and this honeycomb structure was named as cell. So who gave this name cell? It was given by the scientist Robert Hooke in 1665. Next scientist, Leeuwenhoek, what did he do? See here, Leeuwenhoek observed bacteria, protozoa, amoeba, etc. So he observed amoeba, protozoa, bacteria, etc. in microscope. Who observed? Leeuwenhoek. Remember it. Next is J.E. Purkinje. What did he do? He observed inside cell called protoplasm. So protoplasm was observed by J.E. Purkinje. Okay, remember the name. Word protoplasm, and who observed it? J.E. Purkinje. Remember the scientist name. Next is Huxley. What did Huxley do? Huxley said life exists due to protoplasm. So Huxley said the life exists. This is because of due to the protoplasm present inside the cell. Okay. Next, from all observations, we can say that cell is the basis of life. All the observation which we have seen here, this indicates that the cell is the basic unit of life. The cell is that unit or that part due to which the life exists on the living organism. So this was very important. Just remember the scientists, about the scientists, what did they do. Different scientists have different contributions, so you should know about it. Next, the scientist named M.J. Schleiden said all living plants are made up of cells. So M.J. Schleiden said that all living plants are made up of cells. Actually, this Schleiden was a botanist. So he studied about the living plants. So that's why he said that the living plants are made up of cells. Who said? Schleiden, M.J. Schleiden. Next is Schwann. Schwann is the name of the scientist. He was the zoologist. In 1869, he studied on animal and observed that all animals are made up of cells. Schleiden said about the plant that plants are made up of cells. Schwann is the zoologist. In 1869, he said that animals are made up of cells. This means plants and animals both are made up of cells. Okay, this was the discovery, invention which was given by Schleiden and Schwann. Next scientist, Robert Wilcox, said all the cells arise from pre-existing cells. Very important term. All these cells arrived from the pre-existing cells. It means every cell has a parent. All the cell arises from the parent cell only. Parent cell divide themselves so that various number of different daughter cells are formed. So very important. So this was all about the introduction, that from where the cell come from, the cell, why the cell is called the fundamental unit of life. Because of the discovery of the scientists, when what we observe, that plants and animals are also made up of cells, with the theory which was given by the Schleiden and Schwann. Robert Wilco said that the cells arrived from the pre-existing cell, means all the cells in this earth is coming from their parent cell. The parent cell are dividing themselves so as to bring the daughter cells. Okay, moving ahead, we will see about the different type of organisms, unicellular, multicellular, and prokaryotic, eukaryotic, etc. Where this chapter is quite big. So we will continue about it. Okay, thank you. Okay, further moving ahead, now we are going to see the differentiate between, and at some point we are going to see the similarities also. So I have done the differentiate between unicellular cell and multicellular cell, and here prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Okay, they both are cells. Now first of all, starting with the unicellular and multicellular cells. What are they? See, unicellular, as the word suggests, uni means one. So unicellular means made up of one or single cell. Okay. What is multicellular? Multi, you all know. Multi means many. So they are made up of many number of cells, and they are well organized way. They are present in a well organized way. Remember it. They are always present in a well organized way, in a well organized manner. Okay. Next, examples are protozoan, euglena, etc. Remember the examples. Now, multicellular, human, plant, animal, etc. Of course, human being, plant, animal, they are having multicellular organisms. Okay, and microscopic structures are present as unicellular. No division of labor, a new word here, this is the new word. No division of labor, whole life is performed by the single cell. In unicellular organism, whole process or whole life process is performed by a single cell. But in multicellular organism, continuously cell goes on dividing, and different type of cells play the different role in the structure of the human being or animal. Okay, so try to remember this. Unicellular, no division of labor. Unicellular, like bacteria, these are the microorganisms which cannot divide themselves because they are having only single cells. They are performing their whole life process by the single cell. But in this multicellular organism, they perform different parts, or different cell perform different function. So here only since one type of cell is present, so one cell is performing whole life process, and here multiple number of cells are present which are performing different process. Okay. Now lifespan is very short here. This organism lives only for some lives for few days, some lives for few weeks, some lives for few months. Okay, their lifespan is very short. But you know, the multicellular organism like plants, animals, they live for a very long duration. Okay, so exceptions are there in everywhere. Here also you can get exception, and here also you can get exception. I am not going to exceptional cases. I am just talking about the general rules. Okay, their lifespan is very short. Their lifespan is very long. Moving ahead, here we are going to see the differentiate between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Okay, so what are prokaryotic? You see here, the word only signifies prokaryotic means primitive or old, which do not, that is primitive. Primitive means which is on the starting age, which are not fully developed. Okay, so the word means to say these are not fully developed. They do not have multiple number of organelles. So here the karyotic, this word karyotic means related to nucleus. So what it's trying to say, prokaryotic word means this is the type of cell which are related to nucleus. Okay, means a type of cell where nucleus are not fully developed. They do not have multiple number of organelles. These type of cells are not fully developed. They have less number of organelles, but they are fully developed. They have more number of organelles. Okay. What are organelles? We are going to discuss further. They are rigid and hard cells. This try to remember it. They are rigid and hard cells. They are very hard. Okay, they are rigid. Rigid means ठोस, कड़क. They are multicellular. They are rigid and hard. They are multicellular. It means it is trying to say that they are rigid and hard cells, but because they are single cell. Okay, they are multicellular. They are made up of many number of cells. They are present without nuclear membrane. Nucleus is well organized and it has a nuclear membrane. See here, because they are not fully developed, so nuclear membrane is, these are not having nuclear membrane. I have just told you, they are not fully developed, so some of the organelles might be missing here, or they not be having. So they do not have nuclear membrane, but these are well developed. Nucleus is well developed, so they have a nuclear membrane. Cytoplasm are absent. Cytoplasm are present. This is the similarity. Cytoplasm are present. Like similarly, ribosomes are present, and ribosomes are present here also. Example: bacteria and various type of bacteria are there. They are the example. And here example is plant and insect. Plant, fungi, and insect are the examples of eukaryotic. So that was all about today. Thank you.